Hello YouTube, my name is Jack. Welcome back to Wargaming and a very different video today. Today I'm going to give you a tour of our studio. So why now? Why am I giving you a tour of the studio now? Well, a few things have changed. We had some major updates in the studio. I recently did a massive trip over to Canada. If you're new here, we are a Sydney-based Australian channel. And I recently did a big trip over to Canada. We had a lot of fun over there, and I've been able to kind of expand the channel a little bit. And very luckily, my lovely partner Adela, has decided to join the channel as more of a additional support. So we have new desks set up, and we also have a desk for her as well. She is an artist and is going to be helping me create some new art for the channel and also paint some extra models so that we can get armies out faster for you guys. So let me give you a quick tour of the studio, and then we have some stuff to discuss and also some new terrain on the horizon. So here is the studio. Welcome to Barnyard Wargaming. So first thing I want to show off is our table, of course. This is a 6x4 foot table. Originally we had it made for obviously the old size of board, and now we use these wooden panels to kind of make the board a little bit shorter on each side, hence the new terrain size, new table size. It's not even really that new anymore, but we use it to kind of limit the size of the table. All these demons are here because we're about to play a game of Votann versus demons, and yeah, you can see our objective markers and some new terrain, and the WTC walls. We have a lot of terrain. It is all kept underneath our table here. We have, I think, about 8 tubs worth of terrain. There's more on the sides as well as we go along here. These legs are from Bunnings, good old Bunnings warehouse. Good old Australian brand. We have props and all kinds of extra bits that go underneath this table, but essentially this is the gaming space. Now as we go around the side, something you may notice is we have blinds. Yes, we do have a bit of a outside, and newsflash, oh my god, shock to the world, the backdrop is just a backdrop. Yes, we don't actually have a gigantic piece of timber behind us. It is purely for aesthetics and to block out some windows, and yeah, we do have, look at that, I got a Try Hard award. Look at that. Haha. At the back here, we do have, we have a really old artwork. This is actually an original artwork from one of the stores of GW. It's a white lion that I won ages ago, and then kind of just put your brain over the top. We also have some Ravaged Star minis. Thank you, Dave. Some Aquila pieces, and this is a Vampire Raider up here. Nice. Still needs to be painted. We have some Avatar characters, Neytiri, and on the other side we have Jake Sully as well, because I'm really into Avatar, and thank you, Adela. She knows I'm into Avatar, so we have some Avatar stuff in the studio. Hi, that's me. Hey, how are we going? This is all of our cabinets of random assortments of things. Now they do change quite a fair bit, but the Eldar is typically always here. You can see you got me in the back there, and then we have a lot of the Phoenix Lords. Down here we have a lot of Neil's Space Marines, including the Wolves as well, some custom made stuff, really, really cool. Down here we have demons, extra demons, and also the Abaddon that Neil gave me last year or 2 years ago now, very good. And we have our Knights on the bottom shelf. There we go. Hi, me. How are we going? Yeah, so we have our Knights on the bottom shelf. Very, very good. Lovely painting. Thank you, Neil. Over on this side of the room, we have a Death Watch Codex cover. It's like a metal box that sits in the back of our thing here. It's quite cool. I really like it. It's got chains and everything. We have an unpainted Revenant Titan. I really want to get around to painting that, but it takes so long. I haven't fully decided on a scheme yet, so we'll get to it. We have a bust that I did recently, and yeah, I don't know, I'm fairly happy with it. It's a pretty cool little miniature, so that turned out really well. And then we have a little dice cube. Now this is from miniaturescenery.com. If you want to go check them out, they are fantastic Australian company, and it's even got my own little logo here. Hornsby is our kind of local area. and that we did a league with them, with the game traders there. So there you go, 40K league. Look at that. We have a best painted. Haha! Look at that. That's the only award I've ever won in like 14 years of playing this game. I've never won a tournament, and I've won best painted once, and that was last year. So good on me. Fantastic. We also have a weird little cube triangle thing, a pyramid. I don't know, just for aesthetics. And then going down here, we have all the rest of our armies. This is Neil's GSC, absolutely gorgeous. We have more demons and Angron that he gave me this year. Very, very nice. Thank you, Neil. We have the Death Guard. Look at Neil's Death Guard. That is gorgeous. He is a show-off. And then we have, right at the bottom here, Neil's Space Marines. They are just delicious. Love them. Now that's a little present for Neil when he gets back. Oh, thank you, Neil. Yes, from Canada. And then under here, this is our little roll area. Look at that. We have just a little webcam, nothing too fancy. If you guys want any statistics or whatever on the cameras that we use, then please do let me know. I will put them in the comments down below. Essentially, this is what we're looking at. We look over there, and we're going to be looking at that monitor to read chat. Hi, chat. We'll get to that area in a second. But this is the little area that we roll our dice into, a little dice tray. This is from the traytinker.com. Yeah, go check them out. They are fantastic. They're really cool. And yes, then we also have Neil's GSC. Oh my gosh, there's so much GSC. It never ends. Now, the rest of our armies are elsewhere. They are through hidden doors over that way. But I'll show you that another time. Here we have the stream deck that I use to operate the stream entirely by myself. A lot of people think that we have someone that sits over there in the chair. No, that is just an empty chair that I use for editing when I'm here in the studio. And yeah, this is the way that we operate our streams. Just me standing here talking to Neil. Hi, Neil. And then we just operate the stream like that. Now, this is the camera that we use. It is a Canon EOS D200. We use this as our main camera. This is what stares down the barrel. It actually sits on that tripod right over behind me. And this is the camera that we use. And it's pretty good. We have some just small webcams and things that kind of lead under the table. And they go under this mat and along this wall. It's very, very official. Look at that. And they go under this table. And all of this is our brand new setup. I'm really excited to show off this. This is great. Now, this is where I sit to do all of the editing and all of our YouTube stuff in general, really. We just got a new desk. We've got a lovely chair, new desk. This is a really old Logitech keyboard that I had spare that we've been using for a long, long time. We have our little Rode microphones. We have a lovely little speaker and subwoofer combo. This little tripod we use for some painting streams, which I'll put on the desk. Hopefully, we plan to do a lot more of those this year. We have Discord on the side, and this is how we are going to read our chat when we do our live streams. So join the Discord. It's free. May as well go do that. Yes, we have the little extra phone. This is how I read the chat as well when we need to go back and read extra bits of chat. We have Best in Faction Demon Mug, of course. And we also have a little paint mixer. Now, when I do painting streams and things, and when I paint in general, here at the studio, we need to, I remove this little mat. This is a Eldar craft world, by the way. And I remove this mat and just put a little bit of a placemat thing down, and so I can paint on it. Very, very nice. And we move over to Adela's desk. We also do have stuff up on the wall. Thanks, Adela. Some lovely little artwork up there. That's really cool. And then we have this desk here now that has Adela's stuff on it, so she can do some work here at the studio with me and makes it nice and easy. So painting blue horrors, Zench Demons on the horizon. We have a poster that she's been working on. We will get to that soon. It's been a while working on this poster, but we'll finish it eventually. We have some test pieces that she was doing for some art that we've actually put up on the wall. This is blank as of yet, but we are going to have Barnyard and Wargaming across these two. Air conditioning, thank you. And we're going to have some characters on this one. Very nice. So already feeling the power of Adela helping me out here. We'll just go over the ceiling just super quick. We do have this little frame that kind of holds our box lights together. So of course you need box lights for some fantastic lighting. Look at that. But this aluminium frame, American viewers, aluminium, holds everything in our box light position. And then we also have a overhead camera. Now that camera is a InstaLink 360, just basically clamped on there. And that cable goes all the way over to the main PC, which is lovely. If anyone wants specs on that PC, let me know in the comments down below. I will be more than happy to share. We also have that super old microphone with the Rode boom arm. But yeah, this is how we get all of our top-down shots, and it is on a little gimbal as well that I can control from over that way so that we can get some weirder angles and nice things. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Now, the last thing that we need to discuss is in this bag. All right, well. Now, this is a huge bag of terrain. This terrain was sent to us by Snot Goblin Gaming. I'm sure that a lot of you already know about Snot Goblin Gaming. They've been hitting up a lot of content creators all over YouTube, and they have this new terrain that is coming out that is a little different. It's kind of like Lego, but for 40K. Snot Goblin Gaming is not paying me in any way, not really sponsored. They have just sent me some terrain to review as of this stage. They reached out, they asked if I wanted to get some terrain so I could put up a review of it, and here we go. This is my review. I'm not obliged in any way to say any one specific thing. I'm just going to give you my positives and negatives for it. And this is a small bit of terrain that I basically made up the other day. We're going to be using this on stream very soon, Neil and I, as some like replacements for crates and things for the more competitive terrain set. Now, if for some reason you haven't seen the new advertisements for this terrain set, it is essentially push-fit terrain that comes in a lot of different individual little pieces. You can basically pull them off, and they are a hard plastic. It's like basically Games Workshop plastic, and you can put them together relatively easily and build whichever kind of terrain set you want. It's also really detailed, and I don't think is going to break anytime soon. I'm pretty sure if I dropped this on the floor, it would just be totally fine. If not, it would break into each of its parts. And so that means that if you want to transport your terrain, you can basically paint this up. I'd probably art coat it, like spray it with some kind of varnish, and then just toss all the pieces in a bag, and you'd be good to go. Now, for us here at the studio, I think what we're going to be using this terrain for the most is basically a replacement for buildings for the WTC style terrain set. In the app that everyone uses to play 40K at the moment, there is a lot of different terrain sets that allow you to kind of build a table of terrain based on the Games Workshop layouts for terrain or the WTC styles of terrain. And these are very, very versatile in creating new buildings that you can change the battlefield with. For example, we have this little one here, and then we have another little one over here. For example, in this location, what we would normally use is a big crate, like two big crates standing on top of each other. But if you use this instead, you can replicate the Games Workshop style one a little bit better, and then you can have something like a Great and Clean one fit through this space, and this terrain piece can actually go here. Otherwise, we'd have to move this building away, and this would have to be, further out. Otherwise, a Great and Clean one just could not fit through the middle because we're using a crate instead of using a building with a base plate like Games Workshop has. Now, what are the downsides for this terrain? Well, to be honest, I think the main one for me is that you can't make every single individual formation of terrain that I would want. The Kickstarter is not even out yet as of recording this video, so there's probably a lot of different terrain sets and individual pieces that are on the way. However, some pieces don't quite fit together. Some parts are kind of left open with holes just randomly open, and it doesn't look that great. And some of the parts don't particularly go together when you think that they would. Sometimes these pieces are just not the most intuitive in terms of their building. And the other main issue that I can see myself having with this terrain, it takes forever to make something. It takes such a long time to put each individual piece together. If you were gonna go and take this terrain to like a friend's place to play, it would take you maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours just to put all of this terrain together before you even start playing the game. Especially if you're playing like 2,000 points and you've got a huge amount of stuff on the table, it takes a long time. Would I recommend that you go and get this terrain? Well, yes. I think that the advertising from Snot Goblin has been really good. A lot of the stuff that I've seen online so far shows that they are really trying to hit that corner in the market for this new type of terrain, and they're honestly doing a good job. When they reached out to me, they were really responsive. It seems like all of their systems are really up to date, and like you wouldn't have any issues like you would have with some other companies that have been making terrain for a long time and probably aren't up to scratch anymore. I would say definitely go check out the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter launches on February the 20th, which is going to be very soon. I'm going to put this video up, I think, on the 17th. If you want to go check it out, be sure to go check out the Kickstarter. Still super jet lagged from getting back from Canada, but we are going to be talking a lot about that on streams. So if you haven't seen any videos from us before, and if this is your first time here, join our Discord. That's the first link in the description, or maybe the second link, thanks Not Goblin, which is entirely free. So join on our Discord and have a good time there. And if you want to become a member and support us, that's only $4 Australian a month. It really, really does help. Thank you to all of our members. You have made this fantastic job even better. So shout out to all of you. And otherwise, it is fantastic to be back. I cannot wait to jump into all of the new streams that we're going to be doing. Join us 3 times a week. We have Tranquil Tuesday. We are going to be rebranding, I hope, Theory Thursdays to Training Thursdays, or something else with a T. We're going to have some kind of alliteration in there, and Spicy Saturdays as well. Join us for all of those. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, do all the things, and I will see you in the next one.